Hey everybody, it's Glidercat. It's time to play. It is the second day of the Steam Winter Sale as I record this video. So if you still have any cash left from yesterday, here it is. My list of the best city builder games on sale, now on Steam, Volume 2. All right, I've got a mix of early access and fully released games here, so let's go ahead and jump in. The first one we're going to cover is Rise of Industry. You've probably heard of this. It's not a new game. It's on sale right now for $9.89. It is 67% off. I have played a little bit of this and I do like it. I would like to get back to it if I can find time, but I have played it and it's pretty good. The description here says put your entrepreneurial skills to the test as you create and optimize intricate production lines whilst keeping an eye on the all important bottom line. As an early 20th century industrialist, grow your empire and adapt to an ever changing business landscape with unexpected events that could lead to boom or bust. So that's a pretty brief description, but it does sum it up. This one gets mostly positive reviews, so if you're interested, check out the gameplay online and consider picking it up while it's on sale. Note that there's also a DLC called Rise of Industry 2130. That's also on sale right now. It's $4.99 and it is 50% off. So maybe check that out as well if this is your kind of game. Moving along here, it is After the Collapse. This one's early access. It's $8.99, 25% off. This one's been in early access for a while. It only has about 70 reviews, and the reviews are sitting at a rating of mostly positive on Steam. After the Collapse is a 2D top-down base building game set in a post-apocalyptic world featuring urban environments. That sounds familiar. Your task will be to manage a band of survivors and protect them against raiders, mutants, and environmental threats. To do so, you will have to build a base, research new technologies, and scavenge for resources. Thanks to its urban and semi-urban environments, After the Collapse has a strong focus on scavenging, repairing, and reusing existing structures and technologies. You will send out scouts to explore the ruined city, repair and maintain outposts while trading with other factions to survive. So this one, it looks like an up-and-comer to me. It has a steady stream of updates from the development team. So if you like 2D, top-down kind of games, this might be something that you want to check out. Next up, it's Atmocity. This one's on sale for $10.19, 10% off. Not much of a discount, but it's not a hefty price either at $10.19. So this is another early access title. I've had my eyes on this for a while. It's been in my wish list. I have not played it yet, though. It says Atmocity allows you to build impressive, gravity-defying cities. Test your skills as a mayor in the campaign mode with set objectives, or let your creativity go wild in the free roaming mode. Create vibrant and remarkable cities which are not constrained by the laws of physics. Construct and manage facilities that produce the building materials, food, and goods that a growing city and its citizens need. Set up long-term trade contracts or trade resources directly to the global market. Implement policies such as tax rates, unemployment welfare, and retirement systems to satisfy the needs of both citizens and local businesses. So, okay, to say this is a unique take on city builders is probably an understatement. I really like the graphical style of this game. I've had it on my wish list for some time now. I know I'm going to play it, and I can't wait to pick this up and start playing it, and then hopefully maybe feature this on my channel. All right, next one we have here is Bastide or Bastide. I think it's Bastide. I could be wrong. It's early access. This one's $8.49, a little bit cheaper than the last one, 15% off. It's another one that's been on my wish list for a while. It's a city building strategy game of life in the 13th century where you must guide your village of peasants to thrive and survive against other villagers, bandits, hunger, disease, and the cold so that they may grow into a fortified town. To be able to survive and grow, efficiently managing your peasants is extremely important with anything and everything ready to cause havoc at any moment. There are multiple seasons as well as a day and night cycle. In Bastide, there are many jobs to assign your peasants so they can collect food, resources, and expand the town. Start from nothing and build your village up into a large town. Use the resources nearby. You must construct buildings and assign jobs, increasing resources and food production. and able to survive and allow for growth. So that's a pretty typical city builder game description, and I haven't seen enough of this game to gauge what it brings that might be new to the genre. It isn't a AAA title, but the developers are providing weekly updates on the progress of the game as it's being developed. And the small number of reviews it has have been mostly positive so far. All that said, it may be something that you want to check out. If not for now, then maybe keep an eye on it for later as it's still being developed. All right, next we have Civitatem. This one is $7.79. It's got a steep discount here, 40%. And we're going to bounce back into the two-dimensional realm with this one. Civitatem is a medieval city builder where you help your villagers raise a new settlement in dangerous lands by making use of their skills and available world resources. Shape the future of your people by managing and assigning the most skilled villager for each task. Educate them, research new technologies, fight off the natural elements as well as raiders, explore the land for new villages, develop trade routes, acquire new technologies, and establish diplomatic relations. The most important resource are your villagers, each specialized in some areas, gaining experience each time they perform a task. So this one's currently sitting at a mixed review rating on Steam, but all the reviews from the past year are positive, so perhaps they're heading in the right direction. It's still under development, early access. So if you need a new city builder, Civitatem has a pretty good discount right now. Otherwise, it may be a little iffy. Maybe this is one you want to keep your eye on and see how it develops. Either way, I wanted to bring it to your attention. That is a pretty good discount. It's been on my wish list for a while. I've been kind of sitting back and watching it, and we'll see. I'm not sure I'm going to pull the trigger this time around, but I am going to keep it on my wish list and keep an eye on this as it develops. All right, next up, it's Cliff Empire. This one is $8.99. It's 25% off. This one released in August 2019, and it offers some really unique gameplay. Now, your main constraint, as I understand it, is finding enough space to build. In this game, you need to build your cities on cliffs, and there just isn't a lot of room to work with. And that's a big part of the challenge that this game has to offer. So after a nuclear war, life on the surface became impossible. A 300-meter thick radioactive fog covered the Earth. Our scientists in the past decade had predicted such a course of events and used all available potential to build cliffs in the mountain region to restore life on Earth. You'll develop, in parallel, the economies of several independent cities. The dynamic climate change will test the strength of your city's economies. There are 48 university research items to improve the city structure and over 120 structures for constructing the city. The game also features both a sandbox mode as well as a tower defense mode. So as I mentioned, this one is another one that's been on my wish list for quite a while. It's not a bad price here, under $10, so $8.99. Check it out. It's a little unique, and it's just one of those things where it's like there's so many games and so little time. This is one I definitely want to play. I like what I see in that game. So maybe I'll scoop it up. All right. Next up, it's Colony Survival. This one is an early access title. I've been watching this one, boy, it feels like for 2 years, but maybe just over a year. It's been on my wish list. It's right now it's offered at $14.99. It's 25% off. And so if you're looking for something quite a bit different than all the other city builders we've reviewed so far, well, here you go. So this is another early access title, as I mentioned, but it's already got quite a following with over 4,100 reviews, and it's sitting at a very positive review rating on Steam. So let's read the description here. It says, use an extensive science system to unlock jobs, blocks, upgrades, and new weapons. Your colony will start small with a couple of berry farmers, slingers, and a copper miner. So I'm guessing a slinger is someone with a slingshot. I don't know. I'm guessing. Expand your colony and start using new metals like bronze, iron, and steel. Producing them will require new fuels like charcoal and cokes. Use more advanced metals to unlock crossbows and matchlock guns for your guards. Add wheat farmers, bakers, flax farmers, tailors, and many other jobs to your colony. And then defend your colony against the horde of monsters that attacks every night. So it sounds like there's several production chains to work through in this game, and that's always fun. And then with the high number of positive reviews on this one, I'm guessing this is a pretty safe bet if you like the unique graphical style that this game has. And if you don't mind defending your colony against regular waves of enemies. So this one is less of a kind of casual sit back. It's a prepare for the nightly onslaught of monsters coming to raid your town. But it looks really cool. It's on my list. I know this is one I'm going to pick up at some point and play and hopefully feature on the channel. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe. And while I'm mentioning it, if you like the content in this video, please do give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. So enough of that. We'll move on to the next one. Endzone, A World Apart. Another early access title, $17.99, 25% off right now on the winter sale. So there's a bit of a story for this game, so let's read it. In 2021, a group of terrorists blew up nuclear power plants around the world and plunged it into chaos. Only a few were able to escape into underground facilities called Endzones. 150 years later, mankind returns to the surface under your command. In an extremely hostile environment full of radioactivity, contaminated rain, and extreme climate change. Oh, wait a second. How's that any different from now? Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay. In an extremely hostile environment full of radioactivity, contaminated rain, and extreme climate change, you'll have to prove your worth as a leader. Coordinate and assign different professions and tasks. Let your people gather and refine many different resources and manage your economy by building an efficient infrastructure with streets, depositories, and markets. Prepare for recurring and agonizing droughts and plan ahead by stocking up food and water. Every cycle is a new challenge. Withstand the unstoppable sandstorm as it destroys buildings and brings deadly radiation. So I've seen some of this game from streamers online and it looks pretty good, and it's getting mostly positive reviews on Steam. Check it out if you're interested. Again, this one is $17.99, early access, 25% off. If you already have this game, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. It's one I've been keeping my eye on. I've just been kind of watching gameplay. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but it's definitely been on my wish list, and I'm going to keep an eye on that one going forward. All right, next up, it's The Colonists. This is a fully released game. It is on sale for $19.99 at Steam. It also is available on GOG, Good Old Games, I think is what that stands for $17.49, though I'm not sure how long that price is going to last. So The Colonists is a relaxing settlement building game inspired by classic titles like The Settlers and the Anno series. Take on a series of individual campaign missions, play randomly generated maps, compete on player-designed creations, or build your colony unfettered by any constraints in the sandbox mode. You take control of a team of self-replicating robots built to simulate human civilization. After escaping Earth, the colonists are now free to roam the galaxy in search of a new home and construct their dream settlement. So I have this game already. It's right up my alley. I'm going to be featuring it on my channel really soon. I'm anxious to get into this and get some Let's Plays going. Like I said, it's right up my alley. I like this kind of game a lot. If you've played The Settlers, its build is being something like The Settlers. If you've ever played that game, particularly like The Settlers 2 or Settlers 3, I imagine. It has hundreds of positive reviews, and you can actually pick this up, as I mentioned, cheaper than Steam at GOG.com right now. I'm not sure how that price is going to last, so if you're interested, you may want to jump on that and get it at the $17.49, 30% discount instead of the Steam discount. All right, the last one on our list is Surviving Mars. This one is a fully released game. I've got a few prices here for you as well. So on Steam, the Steam Winter Sale, this is available for $10.19. It's 66% off. You can get it at Green Man Gaming right now for $8.67. That's 76% off. And if you still want more savings, you can go to the Indie Gala store and pick this up for $6.59. That's a 78% discount. Now, I don't know how long the Green Man Gaming or Indie Gala store sale prices are going to last. We know the Steam sale goes for 2 weeks, so you've got time for that $10.19 price. But if you're thinking about picking this one up and you're open to getting it at Green Man Gaming or the Indie Gala store, they'll both give you a Steam key if I'm not mistaken. So same experience after you purchase it. You may want to hurry up on those last two stores. Anyway, Surviving Mars is a sci-fi city builder all about colonizing Mars and surviving the process. Choose a space agency for resources and financial support before determining a location for your colony. Build domes and infrastructure, research new possibilities, and utilize drones to unlock more elaborate ways to shape and expand your settlement. cultivate your own food, mine minerals, or just relax by the bar after a hard day's work. Most important of all, though, it's keeping your colonists alive. It's not an easy task on a strange new planet. So, this one, I haven't played it yet. I know it's a game I'm going to be playing. I have it in my library along with a whole bunch more games that I have yet to play that I need to get on and play. But there's just, man, there's so little time to get through them. I love these games, and it's hard to move from one to the other so fast, and they're coming out pretty quick. So, yeah, there's also a package I want to bring to your attention called the First Colony Edition for this game. And I believe that contains all the DLC. So you can check that out too. Again, it's called the Surviving Mars First Colony Edition. And the Steam price for that right now is $28.57. It's 68% off. That's a pretty steep markdown. That's pretty good. And then Green Man Gaming also has a better price for the package here too at $18.78. And that's a 71% discount. So that's a great price for this game with all the DLC. I think there's a ton of content here. It's a game I own. I'm going to be playing. I'll probably feature this on the channel if you're interested. So take a look, check it out, and see what you think. And all right, we've gotten to the end. I think that's another, I don't know, maybe another 10 city builder games, colony builders, whatever you prefer to call them. I love these games. You probably do too, especially if you stayed to the very end of the video here. If you did, I want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This is a small channel trying to grow it. And so I'm putting these videos forward for you to enjoy. If you do, please do give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I feature colony games like this, colony builder games, and as well as like factory and automation games. And I may later expand the channel to do more some survival type games too. But for now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.